Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you, we're on our YouTube, the Stephen Knight Show. Please comment, subscribe. We appreciate you. All right, Bishop T.D. Jakes has provided a health update following a life-threatening event he encountered while preaching during a Sunday service last week. During his sermon at the Potter's House in Dallas on November 24th, Jakes, 67, was seen lowering his microphone and glancing down before appearing to experience convulsions. Those on stage quickly rushed to his aid, and shortly after, the church live stream abruptly ended. On Sunday, December 1st, Jakes made a virtual appearance, to reconnect with the congregation during the church's most recent live stream service. I'm so delighted to see you. I'm grateful for God's faithfulness. I'm grateful for your faithfulness. I'm grateful for the seasons in my life, he said in his message shared on YouTube. I told you last Sunday that I'd see you this Sunday, so here I am. He went on to address the November 24th incident, saying, I'm so grateful to God for his goodness and his mercy and his grace. Many of you don't realize that you're looking at a miracle. I faced a life-threatening calamity. I was rushed to the ICU unit. I had emergency surgery. Jake said that his doctors want him to go slow, but declared himself back. He also noted that he had just gotten a complete physical prior to his health scare and was told that he was fine. The truth of the matter is sometimes things happen and they are beyond our control, and sometimes things happen in the spiritual warfare. Jake said, I haven't deduced the finality of all that, but what I do know is greater than he is than he that endures. He explained that his that he's listening to his medical team and taking a few weeks to just heal and recover and relax and reflect. But he said he feels good and he is in no pain. Did you all see the video? And what were your thoughts when you first saw it? I'll start with you, Brittany.
I have not seen the video, but I did hear about it and I've heard like a few responses. I even saw his daughter spoke out and said something about it
Yeah,
regarding him. I really like his daughter. I like Sarah.
I like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really follow TD Jakes that much. I mean, I know he has a huge following in Dallas. But I think that, my prayers are with him. It just shows life is short and fragile. I mean, I really don't have much thought. I've heard some people have like conspiracy theories linking this to the Diddy thing or something like
Yes.
that. I'm not sure of how that is connected. I've never heard that, but it's just sad to see. Like I know he has a huge following and is very loved. So
You know, the internet, they have no chill. I saw someone post, don't try to go out before the Diddy list is released. It's just inappropriate. And that was the day of. Um,
hmm
um, Linnea, what are your thoughts on him making these comments? He really didn't say what happened. People assumed it was a stroke or he was having a stroke, but he hasn't confirmed that. And he is saying that he had emergency surgery. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, I really don't have any thoughts per se.
Yeah.
Um, I have a love-hate relationship with the leaders in our black churches
Hmm.
and like that for a few years. Because most of the time they remain silent on the issues that are important. While their counterparts are out here just spewing all kinds of things um in the church to
Yeah.
their congregation. So I do like Sarah Jake Roberts. I do
Hmm.
get get some word from her, but I still have a love hate relationship with that dynamic in
Yeah.
the world that we live in now, with everything that goes on and how at one point in time it just seems like the black church was the backbone and it's no longer that of the community.
Yeah.
Um and it's a shame um that it's like that now. That's why I find solace in having a spirituality connection more than worrying about going to a physical church for a fashion show.
Hmm.
Um or somebody just trying to get me for some cash. So prayers to him, on whatever it was, and and that he's better now though.
Yeah. CK, what are your thoughts?
As a human being, I am thankful that he was able to get help as quick as he did. You know, that he was surrounded with people.
Yeah.
As a medical professional, I look at the other side of that. How many people have had incidents like that and didn't have the resources to get the help that they needed, and they probably met their demise because of a situation like that?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmom, I think about her, my nana actually, who had an aneurysm in church, basically the same way, and it left her brain dead, into which, you know, she met her demise.
Mm.
But you know, it's blessings all the way around. I'm happy that, you know, he was able to get to a point where he could speak to his followers and congregation. But again, this is common in our communities. These things happen, and if you're not paying attention, you can look at it however you want to. But this is access to appropriate health care working.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Drake has initiated legal proceedings against his own record label, filing not one but two petitions. In the pre-action petition, he alleges that UMG launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with Kendrick Lamar's diss track "Not Like Us." Drake claims that UMG employed illegal tactics, including the use of bots to artificially boost the song's popularity. In a second legal filing against UMG, this time in Texas, he asserts that the label and iHeartRadio could have blocked the release of a song containing lyrics that falsely accused him of being a certified pedophile and a predator. And while Drake has yet to publicly elaborate on his reasons for the legal actions, many have weighed in, including Charlamagne the God. Now, today's episode of the show on Breakfast Club, he awarded Drake the Donkey of the Day and reminded him that he's not the only one with a defamation case here, recalling that the Toronto rapper previously made defamatory comments about Kendrick Lamar's wife, Whitney, in one of his own diss tracks. For those who missed it, in Drake's 7-minute diss track, Family Matters, released just a day before Lamar's Not Like Us, he takes aim at Lamar by alleging that he physically abused his fiancee, Whitney Alford. Additionally, he claimed that one of Lamar's children may actually be biologically related to Dave Free, Lamar's friend and co-founder of his label. He said, "Your baby mama captions always screaming, 'Save me.' You did her dirty all her life. You trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. Don't make it Dave Freeze. Cause if your GM is your BM, secret BD," Drake raps. Well, Drake continues to say in the song that he hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. The picture you paint ain't what it seems. You're dead. In response to his remarks, Charlamagne the God stated on the radio, "That's the kettle calling the pot beige." Here's what else he had to say. Amid the legal chaos which caused online commotion, UMG has released the statement saying the suggestion that UMG may do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. The company said in a statement to Billboard, "We employ the highest ethical practices of our marketing promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in the pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans chose music they wanted to hear." So I'll start with you, Brittany. Does Charlamagne have a point that where you defamed him, so now he quote unquote defamed you? What are your thoughts?
I have so much to say about this. I think kudos to Charlamagne. It was previously shown on a clip from another podcast where he did call out how Drake was going to sue for this record
Yeah,
because the record was so impactful that it did mess up Drake dropping songs afterwards. He has lost the following that he had initially. He had a whole movement behind him. And that's what Charlamagne was saying, was that Drake is so big, it's bigger than him, and that he is going to have to sue because it's never going to hit the same with his music. And lo and behold, Drake sued. However, I do think this is his white side coming out, because didn't he diss Meek Mill with the whole Nicki Minaj thing? And then didn't he start the diss with Kendrick and then call him out to initiate this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that the Kendrick Lamar song blew up because he performed it 7 fucking times on the thing. Like, after hearing it so much, like, it just sticks in your head. And people see how, like, maybe Drake might be, moving a little strategically, flip-flopping between black and white when it's convenient for him, and apparently with this behavior, it looks like he called a spade a spade. So I think that the lawsuit should go nowhere. I think that he is crying wolf because he lost. And I think that if he was really for the culture, he would take the ass whooping, sit down for a minute, revamp his style, and come out with something else.
Yeah. Some people are saying the reason why he did this suit is to prevent the song being played at the performed at the Super Bowl. Lanier, what are your
Well, that
thoughts?
makes sense.
What are your thoughts, Lanier?
Drake is in his Karen era. He is in his I want to talk to your manager era.
Yeah.
This is not what hip hop is. Hip hop is not somebody filing a lawsuit. When you have a beef, when rappers have beef, they battle it out in the booth, they battle it out with the music, and then the public makes a decision.
Right.
And that's generally how it goes, or you just go away. And like Brittany said, you the same dude that completely demolished Meek Mill. Same one.
Yeah.
Same one that completely demolished. And you're the same dude that for an extended amount of time, all everybody heard was your stuff on the radio. So
Yep.
if it applies to Kendrick, homie, it applies to you too. So 9 times out of 10, when somebody doing this, it's like 5 fingers pointing back at them.
Yeah.
But as Brittany said, this is definitely the white side coming out, and wanting to speak to somebody's manager because he's upset.
CK.
Being as though that I'm 1,005 years old, I'm not used to these type of battles. The battles that I'm used to from any type of musician, even into the other realms of art. There was no bitch assness. This is bitch assness.
Yeah.
And Donald Duck needs to get it together. Cut it out. Like, you have a following. You stepped out there. It didn't work. Go to the lab, revamp, do it again.
Right.
Come out with a different project. Maybe not about you falling in love with strippers that you can't have. Do something else. Try something different.
Right. Take that out.
Two of our biggest battlers who've never even confronted each other are no longer here on the planet, but they showed everybody how you do it. And that's Michael Jackson and Prince.
About to say
and wait, one more thing. There are two people that are still living. That was outside of Michael Jackson and Prince. The next level down in your realm, Donald Duck, of hip hop. LL still living and Kool Moe Dee still around. You might want to talk to them and see how it's done. Now I'm done. Sorry, Brittany.
I agree with Chike because I'm like, after Tupac and that whole fuck your bitch and the click you claim and all of that song, and he gave that and put that on the air, like, he went in on Faith and Junior Mafia, and Drake is crying about all it is. Like, I feel like if this was the culture he grew up in, like to Chike's point, Kool Moe Dee, LL Cool J, if this is what you stepped into claiming to be a part of our culture, you cannot go crying about it. Well, you get your butt beat. That's like going and being like, I want to hang in the hood, and then be like, but they robbed me. Now somebody could help me.
But let me talk about something that's adjacent to this issue. You think about the generation now and how they handle adversity. Think about that. He is a direct product of the generation now and how they handle their issues. Wah, give me a pill, I'm going to court.
I've been abused, and man, you just got your behind whooped. Everybody got a whooping. Now, yes, there is some abuse out there, but you know, it's this ultra sensitive culture that we live in, and then everybody got their keywords of being I'm traumatized and
Triggered.
They're triggered and oh, you're a narcissist and da 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 da.
Mixed is mental health.
Right.
Like, but you're being manipulative in what you're doing. But this is where we are in the world.
And it all looks like the little people that cried wolf. You're crying. Then when there's a real situation that happens, no one's paying attention to you because you cried so damn much. Get in the lab and create something better, period.
Take a break. Disappear for a little while. Take a break. Come back. Maybe you can do a Hanukkah album. Maybe you can
Ooh, what's that? What's popping for? Or when they be putting on like the kids box and stuff like that, turn it into it.
As most Def said, oh yeah, you can listen to his music while you shopping. Like if you want to feel like you're gangster.
Yeah.
Shopping. Come on, y'all seen Ben? I'm sorry, but for those who don't know,
Go back to acting. He can go back to acting.
no, he can't.
No.
Okay.
Donald Duck already exists.
Well, we'll leave it there, y'all. Thank you so much, Brittany and Linnea. And check out some movie reviews, and we'll be right back after this.